Hill sponsors Martin vs Joshua on Sky Sports Box Office.
I think firstly we have a round of applause for the new heavyweight champion of the world. I've never met a man who's been so, less impressed by winning the heavyweight champion of the world. It feels like it's only the beginning, I know, but I think tonight was sensational. I mean, an absolutely faultless performance. People wondered if it was a risk too early. It was certainly a calculated risk, but Anthony never had any doubts. In fact, he was the one from day one that wanted to take this fight. He was the one who knew the decision rested with him, and there was nothing stopping him taking this fight. And thank goodness that was his attitude going in. So far away for the heavyweight champion of the world.
Do you feel any different?
Nah, just a bit more hungrier.
Thanks, man.
Because as soon as I take a seat, someone's gonna call me out again. I'm gonna have to step up and defend what's mine. So yeah, just a bit more hunger. And getting there was one thing. Now maintaining it's probably gonna be a bit harder. So I just need to be a bit more disciplined now moving forward.
You said in the ring you might have to do some pads in the dressing room. Did you have to?
Nah, coach said it's cool. Coach said it's fine, and get some rest. You got to rest the body as well, because hopefully we'll go sooner than later.
How soon did you speak to Mum or send Mum a text after the event tonight?
I haven't spoken to her yet, but my family was all there, so I'm sure like sisters, brothers, aunties, uncles have let her know the news. And then I'll catch up with her either this evening or tomorrow.
Will you go to church with her tomorrow?
Probably not, if I'm honest. Not that I don't want to, but I'm not going to be at home in time. I'll still get a hotel.
Will there be any emotion? Do you feel any emotion right now? How are you feeling?
What do you expect? I know what I'm here to do. Like, what do you think? I knew I wasn't losing, so I'm calm. And the reason why I don't want to make a big deal out of it is because I think when you win, you got to keep it balanced, and if you lose, you got to keep it balanced. You can't let it get to your head when you win. You can't let it get to your heart if you fail. So you just got to take it as it comes. We work hard, man. This stuff isn't by luck. Trust me. The attention, the building, the training, the micromanagement. If you know me, you know how due diligent I am with my hustle. I don't play games. So that's why I'm pretty calm, because I just know what I want, and I've got the greatest people around me to help me achieve my dreams, so I'm not going to let them down.
Anthony, what would it take you to get really excited then?
Don't know, man. I don't know. Probably going to heaven. I don't know. This stuff here. We've got more to go. We've got more to go. Probably when I retire on top, I'll be happy. But at the minute, I'm still fighting. I've got to put this behind me, and I've got to go on to the next destination.
And you can keep doing that for the rest of your career?
Yeah. As long as coach says I'm good to fight, we'll keep on rolling.
Were you more excited at getting this fight than actually winning?
Yeah. I'm happy I got the fight, because throughout training camp, we developed a different level of stamina, composure. Through experience of my last fight, a new level of man was born, and I felt getting the fight was a chance to announce myself on the heavyweight scene, and I've done that in the way we predicted. Coach thought I'll go 2 rounds, and we did. So it's no shock. We predicted it. We knew we could win. That's why we definitely took the fight.
After the first knockdown, you looked like you crossed yourself or you celebrated or something. Did you know then after the first knockdown it was over?
Yeah, 100%. I knew from the way I felt. If I was to show you messages now, a guy called Chris Marshall, who I work with in GB Boxing, I said to him, Chris, is it bad that I'm thinking of my after speech already? He said, no, don't worry too much about that. He said, but try and focus on the moment. I felt good, and I'll say it again. It's not by luck. We graft, we work hard, and the results will always follow.
Is that what that moment was? You were celebrating victory even before the second knockdown?
Yeah, because I know not to rush in, and I know if I've got enough power to hurt him once, if I keep my shape and keep on doing the same things I was doing to hurt him first time, I could definitely do it again second, third, and fourth. So I just knew that I'd be able to get to him sooner or later.
As you feel southpaws, you throw a lot of right hands, and you threw a lot of right hands, and they all seem to land.
Experience, right? It's just down to experience. And the good thing is, why I want to be at this level now is because I think when I look at it like this, I've had 16 fights as a pro. I was amateur for 3.5 years, 3 years, straight to the Olympics. Which helped me now. I've been pro for 2.5 years. I'm in the deep end, and the only way I'm going to progress is if I keep on testing myself. So if I keep on testing myself at a high level, I should potentially be one of the best fighters in the world sooner or later. If I keep on pampering my record, it's not going to do anyone any favours. So I want to show people I'm the real deal. So let's keep on testing ourselves, and sooner or later you'll see the prime Anthony Joshua.
I talked to you in December and you were quite surprised he was getting a title shot. So you
Nah.
obviously had seen him out there then.
Not surprised. You know, he worked his way. He was undefeated in so many fights. But he was the champ. He got his shot. Everyone congratulated him. No one. I thought Glasgow might potentially beat him, but he busted his knee, and then he went on to become champ. So credit to him. Big credit to him.
Who next, Eddie?
Um,
And when?
sorry?
Who next and when?
July, I think.
Not the 9th, presumably.
What, sorry?
Not the 9th.
Probably the 9th. Probably the 9th. But we'll see. It was always going to be the 9th, but we'll see. We were looking at a lot of fighters prior to Martin to look at, and a lot of the guys, one of our thoughts behind the decision making was they're all at a similar level to Martin. So why fight one of those when we can just fight Martin? So, you know, we'll have to look at the top 15. A lot of the guys are taking up. Takan's fighting Martin. Pulev's fighting Chisora. So that's 4. Ustanov's in there. He's fighting Ortiz. So, you know, it's interesting. But, you know, our job over the next couple of weeks, I think, you know, firstly is he's going to have a lot of media obligations, unfortunately, for him over the next 48, 72 hours. Then I think he needs a little week, 10 days. And then if he's ready and the trainer's ready, I don't see no reason why not get back to early July.
Is that not an odd one going head to head with when obviously Tyson Fury is going to be fighting Vladimir Klitschko?
Dates can always change that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're in a good spot. National Stadium. You know, that was our plan. So
Really? Wonderful.
yeah, July 9th. That was. I didn't tell you that we get excited, but that's the plan. But again, look, I mean, it might not make sense. That was why Sky turned down the Fury Klitschko fight, because Barney Francis wouldn't make a decision until after tonight, and they see AJ as the future. So they weren't going to make any move on dates until we knew when he was going again.
So you've still got to work that out with Barney, that they would go head to head on the 9th?
Yeah, he's keen.
He's keen
Judging
to
by
do
his
that.
reaction tonight. Yeah.
Anthony, Tyson Fury in the last hour has tweeted that AJ gets about, looks slow, ponderous, still look like a bodybuilder, let me slay the lamb. Have you got a response to that?
Not really. What am I going to lower myself to his level for? You know, he needs to represent himself like a champion. He's a kid. Talk like a kid. So I won't really say much to that, but I'm not going to lower myself to his level.
Are you surprised by that?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. He's predictable, isn't he, really? Just be happy that I won, and we're bringing some limelight back to the heavyweight division. You know, why hate on a man that's just trying to get somewhere in life? As I said, I don't really mention other boxers unless I'm fighting them. So, and I don't know why he's worrying about me. So just focus on getting in good shape for Klitschko. And you see what an 8-pack and some muscles can do. Knock a champion out in 2 rounds. So maybe you should take some tips.
Do you think he can beat Klitschko?
Me.
Do you think he can beat Klitschko in a rematch?
You've done it once, you can do it twice.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, you've done it once. Yeah.
But there is going to be, I mean, both of this clamouring for you to get in a ring with Fury at some point.
Yeah, like as I always say, like you rewind, Foreman, Ali, Frazier fought, Tyson, Holyfield, Lennox fought, me, Tyson Fury, Hay. We all it's just an era that we're in. We have to fight. You know, we couldn't go through this whole era of us guys without fighting. You know, that would be silly. So we'll get it on when the time's right and everyone comes together and sits down properly. It's just bound to happen at some stage.
Eddie, Anthony won't lower himself. Are you surprised by that kind of muck?
Well, how can you call it slow and ponderous? I mean, he was sensational in the first round, and he walked him onto a right hand that he didn't even see. So I'm not sure how it was slow. I mean, Tyson Fury did a great job winning against Vladimir Klitschko. It was an absolutely awful fight, and I'm not sure how good the second one will be. But when you watch him fight, you get value for money. And
you talked about Anthony before, yesterday. You talked about him transcending the sport. Just how excited are you? You said you can't believe he's so underwhelmed with becoming a new heavyweight.
I'll put it this way: at the public workout on Monday, he stayed for an hour and a half and signed autographs and photos. At the weigh-in, he did it yesterday, and he did it after the fight tonight. Although it was probably more like an hour and 10 minutes, which was a bit disappointing for him, really. But he's not doing that to try and score brownie points. He's doing that because that's how he feels like people should be treated or fans should be treated. So that doesn't happen, But you finally got someone. I believe. When was the last time in boxing we had a role model that young children wanted to be like? Or when was the last time a parent wanted their child to be like a certain kind of fighter? If I had a son and he said to me, I want to be just like Anthony Joshua, I'd be quite pleased with that.
Cheers.
I would be. If your son turned around and said, I want to be like Tyson Fury, what would you say?
Anthony, it seems that your style, your bearing as champion is important to you.
Sorry?
It seems as if the way you conduct yourself as champion is going to be very important to you.
No, just be myself. In that way, there's no regrets. It's not a role. As I always say, boxing is not a popularity contest at the same time. It's about talent and hard work. But just be yourself. Main thing, and people will always accept you for who you are. And that's what I've been from day one. And the people seem to take to it, so I don't see myself changing into any role. But it's great to be champ, and it's great to be who I am as well. And that's a bonus.
Eddie, have you got any feedback from the States how this went down?
Yeah, I had Showtime and HBO both text me within 2.3 seconds saying, let's talk. So it's about time now we crack the American market in terms of a TV deal. This was his first fight tonight on American TV on Showtime. We thank them for their support. They'll get first crack because they were the ones that stuck their hand in their pockets. But, I think any global fighter needs a US TV deal as well. And, I think probably after the next fight, we'll be looking to take Anthony out there, not necessarily to fight, but just go and, meet some people, and because they're going to love him in the States.
Well, what is the balance of power now in boxing and in the heavyweight division? Surely
Well,
shifted over here.
Well, I'll give you a clue. If Charles Martin would have stayed and boxed in the UK, he would have got about $1 million to defend his title. He did quite a bit better than that tonight. And Deontay Wilder is flying to Russia to defend his WBC title for about $4 million, and he seems over the moon with that. So, in answer to your question, all the money's in the UK. But we'd like some more, so we're going to get some from our friends in America as well for joining the party and looking at AJ long term.
Do you think there'll be a time when you want to go to America to fight?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to AJ. I think there's appeal to that. It's got to make financial sense as well. And I think the plan would be to turn AJ into a pay-per-view fighter in America as well. But to do that, we have to build him on a network. And that might involve a fight in America as well.
Would you like to do that, go to Vegas?
Yeah, definitely. I've fought there before. Me and my cousin, when we were like, how old was he? 19, something before. It was good, man.
Yeah, but that was in a nightclub, wasn't it?
Yeah, but all this across Vegas, because all the champions are floating about, like the people you look up to. Floyd Mayweather Senior, Zav Judah, Bose Edwards, all of them were just around the amateur scene, so it would be nice to fight out there. That's the mecca of boxing, so I wouldn't turn the opportunity down.
So is Deontay Wilder sort of a more realistic opponent
for an American market?
Yeah.
It's up to my coach. I'm a fighting man, I'll fight anyone, no problem. And then it's up to my coach and my promoter to guide my career in the right direction. Wilder, Fury, hey, it's just a fight, man. No problem with me. No problem at all.
You were saying after the Dillian White fight, you had to work out your progress and work on your boxing still and look better.
That's in general, not because of Dylan.
But you think now you're ready for anyone?
I was always ready for anyone, but just experience. I fought Dylan at his own fight and I beat him, so that said a lot about me. But you can see what type of fight that was. I can fight in routine, which tonight was, or I can fight a guy who I could fight in a street car park. That fight with Dylan weren't about anything else except for pride. So I always pull that one aside. Every time me and Dylan fight, we got to pull that aside. That's just war. But throughout my career, it'll be routine. I'm here to knock people out, get people ready for money. People come to see blood. When I fight, people want to see blood. And I have no problem drawing blood from people. I have a good time, I enjoy it. And yeah, so I'm just going to stay in routine. Dylan fight was a bit mad, but I'm a disciplined boxer. And when I stick to my guns, I'm hard to beat. I'm very hard to beat.
Any big boxing scores, that's what you want to tap into.
Yeah.
But they are going to want Fury now, HEARN now, so you've actually got a job of managing expectations.
Well, hey, how long's Fury been pro? Since 2008. Yeah. What's that now? Nearly what? 8 years. And how many fights has he had?
25.
25. And what, he just become champ when? Last year? You know what I'm saying? So like all these people want Fury.
But that is my point. Your popularity means that you're going to manage expectations.
Yeah, but the game's changed. Like, never would you have taken Charles Martin for the world heavyweight title in your 16th fight back, a couple of years ago. Now, because of social media, because of the pressure from fans, sometimes they're pushing these fights through a lot quicker.
Olden days.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm not saying Fury and Hay are next, but they're certainly on the radar.
Yeah.
We're not looking to wait 3 years to fight them. And the pressure, like you say, will be on us after a voluntary defence or two to fight these guys. So they're all going to happen. But when you talk about the casual audience, those people in there tonight, that is the casual audience. The people at home, numbers, pay-per-view, that's because it attracts the casual audience.
Apart from Klitschko, who was Fury for as well?
But before Fury fought Klitschko, no one even rated it. So maybe it was a great performance. Maybe Klitschko was shocking.
Any thoughts on Wembley?
Sorry, mate.
Any thoughts on Wembley?
Yeah, that's where we were looking to go before tonight, July 9th, Wembley.
Did you break on any other games?
No.
Anthony, since the breakup of the belts,
Yeah.
there have been 4 dominant eras with champions. We've had Barry Bones, we had Tyson, we had Lennox Lewis, and we had the Vladimir Klitschko era. Is this the beginning tonight? He wasn't dominant for that one, was he?
Who did you say this with?
Holyfield was in the mix, but he wasn't dominant for that one. Is this the beginning tonight of the Anthony Joshua era?
God knows, man.
Come on. Is this the beginning of it?
Yeah,
why isn't it the beginning of it?
Just the beginning.
You're not going to lose, are you?
No. I'm not taking my foot off the gas though, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm here to stay, man. I'm here to stay.
So is it the beginning of the Anthony
I'm
Joshua
still
era?
fresh, I can still fight. So yeah, I'm here to stay. I'm playing games.
Anthony, tonight, did you feel like you were boxing faster? Did you feel more nimble than you did?
I was calm. It's routine. That's what I'm saying. Look at what I've been doing for the last 15, 14 fights. It's routine. 1 or 2 rounds, 3 rounds.
You were more clinical tonight than you were against him.
That's what I say. Dylan deserved what he got that fight. I needed to give that to him. And Charles Martin didn't deserve a 7-round beatdown. So I just gave him a quick 2-rounder and handled business.
Have you and John said much to each other since the fight?
Yeah, I told him I respect him. I got to respect him. He stepped in the ring with myself. He prepared himself well. He come from America over to the UK. Massive credit to him. So I just said, I've got a lot of respect for that. And I just said, don't give up on your dreams. Get back in the gym, and I'll see you sometime in the future.
Did he say much of that to you?
Yeah, he said he's got a lot of respect for me, and he appreciates that. He appreciates the boxing skill. He just appreciates it.
Did you think he was going to beat the count after the second knockdown?
He didn't want to. He did. I don't actually think he wanted. Even if he could have, I could see he didn't want to get up, to be honest with you.
Because I thought he was about to.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to get up. The referee come in and specifically said, I'm going to count to 8, and I'm going to ask you to, in the rules meeting when they come in, the referee said, I'll count to 8, and you have to walk towards me, and if you're stable, I'll let you fight on. So when I knew if I was to get dropped, I've got 8 seconds to be on my feet and be in a stable condition to walk forward. So when it comes to like 9, and then he wants to get up on 10, I already know he doesn't want to.
He got up on 11 on the first one.
Yeah.
I was counting it, and I went 8, 9, 10, and then he got up.
Yeah.
And the ref sort of.
Just the left hand, just like that. But as luckily I was moving out, so I wasn't clean when it just brushed it. Just got to get your feet in and out.
What sort of opponent do you need to fill Wembley, Duncan?
You?
Can you fill?
You'll pay for that.
Fuck me out to do some buys, Jeff. I don't know. I mean, look, you know, it's a fast turnaround. You know, one thing that AJ wants is that, and he's involved with these shows, is that he wants everyone to get value for money. You see so many top fighters who just disregard their undercard completely, but he actually wants to give top to bottom value on the undercards as well. So could be Wembley with a couple of world titles.
Imagine this at the Olympic Park.
Yeah.
Me,
The girl,
Campbell, throw Woodley in the mix somewhere.
Audley.
That was John Denner's idea, yeah. He loved
No
it.
longer target the fight at Vicarage Road anymore.
Vicarage Road, yeah, it's a nice idea, but I kind of feel like he's, you know, yeah. Basically, I'm fucked anyway, he's making all the decisions. I can tell you whatever I want, but he's...
No.
Vicarage Road is a nice idea, but, you know. We've got here as well, I think June the 25th is penciled, July the 9th is penciled here as well, I think, so... This is a great venue.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's the best venue in the country, it might be the best venue in the world.
Yeah.
It's up there, I mean, and you know, it's like home to him there.
That's what was nice tonight. It did feel like home. I felt comfortable coming out. I felt real relaxed. Great camp. I learnt a lot. I listened a lot. And paid off. So yeah, O2's fine with me. It's good times. And I appreciate you guys being here as well as usual.
He didn't like the jab either, really, did he?
Jab
Pop
was
that jab,
sensational.
man. Gotta pop that jab. It's a smoke screen for this bad boy.
There's all sorts, that July like that apparently, I mean, like, nobody laughs, it's the final of the Euros the next day,
Yeah,
and
10th, yeah.
Harry Kane and whatever. Wimbledon finals that weekend, I think.
Yeah, end of the
I
day.
mean,
Yeah.
is that a bonus, or could it detract from the build-up?
Sometimes, I mean, it was a Grand National today. You've got the Masters. You know, there's rarely a weekend without any major sport. But you know, that's the plan for us over the next sort of couple of days, just to check all the dates and see. But most importantly, speak to Anthony and coaches and see if you're good to go in July. I think the gut feeling is yes, but you know, we've just finished. So let's wake up in the morning, see how the body feels, see what he wants to do, have a little rest for a couple of weeks, and then get back to camp. Had a great camp. I mean. And again, thanks for all your patience. You know, I know that we haven't done as much media on this camp because he's just wanted to completely focus on getting it right. All right.
Willingham Hill sponsors Martin vs Joshua on Sky Sports Box Office.